Hmm. Kissing Booth 3. So, it's all led to this. Um, so, a little backstory about Kissing Booth 3 before I get into this movie. Kissing Booth trilogy was directed by the one and only Vincent Marcella. And I gotta admit, this trilogy is something. So, starring Joey King once again as Ellie. And I don't know the other actors' names, but Joey King's the only one that matters anyway. So, uh, okay, okay. Where do I begin? So, Kissing Booth 3. What are my thoughts on it? Well, I mean, it's interesting, you know. There's been a lot of movies lately, and this Netflix trilogy is something else. I'm gonna say right off the bat, The Kissing Booth 3 might just be the greatest movie ever made. In fact, it's definitely the best movie of the year, without question. Like, okay. For one thing, you know, Kissing Booth 3, I mean, everything's been leading up to this moment. Ellie's growing up. She has to choose between her best friends, Noah, who she's in love with, and, what's the other guy's name? Lee, her best friend. She has to choose which college to go to. And that's the plot of the movie. But there's way more to this. Character depth-wise, I mean, James Gunn only wishes he can make characters this in-depth. Like, it is just, it just pounds your soul to your core. You're like, wow, I really feel for these characters. These are the greatest characters in any films. Putting Atticus Fish and Indiana Jones to shame. Like, wow. Talk about character work. Like, I'm telling you right now, The Kissing Booth 3 is going to win Best Picture at the Academy Awards next year, guaranteed. You might as well not even do the Academy Awards after this movie comes out, because we already know who won. The Kissing Booth 3 is the greatest third movie in a trilogy since Return of the King and Toy Story 3. Like, truly, I've never seen a movie this masterful in a while. Not since Joker in 1917, since I've seen a movie reach lengths this high. This has restored my faith in cinema and in movies in general. I mean, Vincent Marcella has crafted a trilogy unlike anything we've ever seen before. Like, wow. I already thought Kissing Booth 1 and 2 were already masterful films. They weren't quite masterpieces, but they were amazing in their own right. But Kissing Booth 3 is truly the greatest film ever made. I'm sorry, Godfather, you've been replaced. This is my favorite film of all time. Like, without a doubt. Like, no film is this good. There's nothing quite like it. James Cameron and Francis Ford Coppola only dream of doing what Vincent Marcella did with this trilogy. It's one of a kind, truly. Vincent Marcella has ascended beyond film. He is a god, a literal god. He has ascended. Like, I don't know. He is something else. His writing for each movie, his character work, his direction, his pacing, his everything he does in every single movie of this Kissing Booth trilogy. It has restored my faith in films. Kissing Booth trilogy, Kissing Booth 3 and especially, this is the best one of the three, by the way. Kissing Booth 3, it's truly one of a kind. Like, there's nothing quite like it out there. Like, even more unique than a movie like Joker, or even more unique than a movie by the Safdie brothers, like Uncut Gems or Good Time. Like, it puts those movies to shame in a sense, because Vincent was like, haha, Safdie brothers, you think you're so good, watch my Kissing Booth trilogy and you're gonna fucking faint. You're not gonna believe it. It is that good of a film. That's what he did with Kissing Booth 3. Like, Kissing Booth 1 and 2 were already pushing the boundaries of film and how amazing a film could be. But Kissing Booth 3 was like, yeah, you thought those were good? Well, get ready for this. Kissing Booth 3 is, bar none, the greatest film to be made since Avatar and Titanic. I mean, in fact, it's made so much money. The Kissing Booth trilogy alone has made more money than Gone with the Wind. I mean, that's just how high grossing of these films are. They're truly momentous occasions. Every time they come on Netflix, they're number one on Netflix. Truly, they are phenomenal films for that reason. Like, there's nothing quite like Kissing Booth 3. I'm going to miss this series and Vincent, but I do hope Vincent comes back and brings us another masterful film like the Kissing Booth movies, because Kissing Booth 3 is truly one of a kind. I mean, I cried multiple times. I laughed. I was scared multiple times. I mean, these characters have just become part of my life to the point where I can't forget their names. I mean, they're ingrained in my brain. I love every... These characters make Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers look like nothing by comparison. I mean, that's how good these characters are. Like, they make every character in every other movie look stupid by comparison, because that's just how good of a filmmaker Vincent Marcella is. I mean, he's proven it with these Kissing Booth films. Like, he is truly the greatest filmmaker of our time. Sorry, Denis Villeneuve and Christopher Nolan and Sam Mendes. You're nothing compared to Vincent Marcella. I'm sorry to say, but you're just not. Vincent Marcella is the greatest filmmaker, probably on par with Steven Spielberg and Francis Ford Coppola. I mean, he's maybe better than, almost as good as Martin Scorsese, I'll be honest. He might be better. He's Vincent Marcella. But, yeah. So, yeah, you obviously know what this Kissing Booth 3 is going to get. It's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece film. I can't really give it any lower than that. It is the perfect film. There is no flaws. It's just flawless, masterful work. Congratulations, Vincent. You have ascended past filmmaking. You created the greatest film of all time. I am just impressed. It is beautiful work of art that I'm just going to watch many times, and I will cherish forever. This is Tatemizer signing out. Thank you, Vincent Marcella.